much better today. I saw a lot more tail wag. Come. Let's see if we can get her tail wagging up here. Logo, come. Ah, right there. Stay. Center. Stay. Now let's move this way. Come. Right here. Yes. All right. Turn. Turn. Come. Turn. Here we go. We'll use the food. Logo. Come. See how it works so much better with the food? That's what I want from her right there. Stay. Stay. Yes. You see her tail wagging, y'all? It's getting stronger and stronger every day. Ah, pay attention. Stay. It's getting stronger and stronger. Yes, it is. Today, her tail was wagging like she was actually really, really happy. Stay. She's been doing great. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to advocate people to go out and do what I did. I didn't want to do it. But I'm saying I am so much more relieved, and I know she is now too. Like, find it. She can walk through rooms and doorways. Like, yesterday she walked past something and she expected something to fall because she's so used to it. So she jumped and nothing happened. And she shocked herself because nothing happened. It was the weirdest thing. That tail was great, but it was just something I could not figure out. And I was tired of the torture for me and for her. Every time her tail started bleeding, depending on how long it took for it to stop bleeding, that's how long she had to spend inside a crate. Logo, come. Find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. Logo, find it. Hey. And this is what I'm going to do until she moves in that direction. She thinks I'm not paying attention to her. This is what we're working through. When I'm not paying attention to her, I still need her paying attention. Logo, find it. Now she's being funny, y'all. She's being funny. She don't ain't paying attention. Find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. She hungry though. So now I'm just gonna make her work through her hunger because I'm not giving her nothing else until she find it. Find it. Find it. See, I've been being nice to her the past couple days, and that is making her kind of go backwards in her training. And I don't want to go from 2 weeks of being in a crate to back to yelling at her and being strict and expecting her to know everything. So I have to teach her that I expect her to know everything even while she's down. She can't let this stuff go. It's not possible. She has to keep working. I just have to take the working to a different level. But what I do is I take her for a walk before I start these videos so I can see what her condition is before the video. Basically what I'm saying is I always make sure that I get the best out of her before I put myself in some kind of harm's way. A video, whether I'm walking into a doctor's office, I always come out and I stress her like this, get the best out of her. Logo, find it. Find it. Now she understands she ain't getting nothing until she do. And she just found it. Hey! That's what I'm saying. I don't have to stress her by yelling at her. Yelling at her, when people see me yelling at her, that's two things. One, it's me not knowing how to control the emotion that I'm feeling at the time. And two, it's trying to get me to motivate her. And that is how we got into Happy Tail, is when a dog hears a loud sound, it's kind of like a wolf howling at the moon. All the wolves are happy. They're excited. So whenever a loud roar is heard in the jungle, it lets everything know its presence. So when I yell, she's like, oh my goodness, this guy can yell as loud as he does and no other animal comes and attacks him. So she feels like she's walking with the king of the jungle. That's what I'm saying. People think that yelling at your dog is like abuse. And what I'm saying is that's where it gets kind of iffy, because some people are yelling. If you see yelling and you see putting hands on, okay, we're a little out of control. And I'm not saying that I've never done that. What I'm saying is, even in the wild, they understand that. It's when it's done to excess. But the problem is, in society, people don't know how to walk the balance. And so that's why it goes one way. I'm not here to make a speech on anything. I'm just showing what I do with my dog. And now I'm talking to somebody else, so she's supposed to wait patiently, and she did. And This is also correction for her taking so long for finding the last one. Now I'm gonna have motivation out of her for this one. The longer I take and make her wait, the quicker she's gonna find the next one. Find it. See what I mean? You don't have to yell. Find it. I'm using the food as the motivator. All this stuff I'm learning as I go too, y'all. I'm not trying to make this seem like I have all the answers. I'm saying I understand the concept of how to motivate. And if you understand the concept of how to motivate, then you just use the tool that you have to your advantage. What I'm saying is, now she's gonna be hungrier because I'm feeding her so slow. She's used to getting handfuls out of me at a time, but now she's gonna pay more attention. Logo, pay attention. Find it. And this is the start of us working on scent training, clearly, because she doesn't want to. And I also have a neighbor that's coming. Find it. Find it. What I'm saying is, she's starting to realize, oh, he's not going to give me anything else until I do. And that statement is true. This is how we move. I'm not in a rush, and she's got to eat her whole 2 cups of food. All I got for today is surgery and cutting the grass. And I got to cut the grass before surgery. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know, but that's something that I do on Mondays. So, Logo. Find it. See, now she's moving with a little bit of a sense of urgency because she realizes this is the game that we are playing. Find it. Find it. Find it. She don't know if I'm paying attention to her or not. Find it. Find it. She know I ain't gonna stop saying find it until she start crunching. Find it. Find it. Good girl. Hey. And see, that's what I'm saying. It starts out, I don't want to do that. That's that stubbornness. She thinks she understands the rules of the game. And I'm saying, my understanding is find it. Find it. My understanding is I'm the one in control of the game. Get some water. 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 Good girl. So now I started moving water into the frame. Find it. Find it. See, she thought that we were going to move back to something else. Find it. Logo, you don't get to eat until you find it. Hey! Find it. I'm teaching her the importance of finding it. Find it. Find it. See, now she's like, I don't want to. And this is what I'm saying. Hey! This is what she's going to understand. If she don't get this right, it's going to slow down her food for the day. And this is what I mean. In the wild, sometimes dogs don't eat for a day. And that's okay if she's not motivated, but I'm saying she's gonna understand that she has to keep moving through with the process of training, and that's what this is. Logo. Find it. She thinks we're gonna move on to another game, and I'm saying we're not. Hey! Sit. Find it. Hey! Good girl. Sit. Find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. Hey! Good girl. So that means there's 2 of them out there. So one that she didn't find and the other one. And that's good for me to know because I'm going to make her find both of them before we get up out of this way. Find it. Find it. We're in a fresh area, so I haven't put scent down here before. But this is the start of scent training. Some people might be like, oh, that's so cruel. This is not stressful for her. Find it. Hey! I know she found one. This is not stressful for her. This is her using her nose. And it should, I don't know. I'm checking out her tail. Find it. Find it. She thinks we're going to move on to something else, and I'm saying we're not. Find it. I can be talking to somebody else. I still need her focused on the mission at hand. Hey! Hey! Sit. Sit. See, she's a little off. Rise. Sit. Rise. Hey. Sit. And that's how hard I'm going to make you work today. Yep. Rise. Heat. Sit. Rise. I'm just giving her one at a time because what I'm saying is the way to get back to a little bit of correction is to tighten up. Sit. Even when I was doing my trying to get my finances in order, like getting out of debt, the best way for me to get out of debt was to tighten up, find out where I could cut back, and that's what I did first. And so what I'm saying is I use that same principle on her. Whenever I need her to tighten up, I just tighten up. I don't give her as much. Now you see the focus. Find it. You see the focus now? I'm sorry if I'm standing with my back to the camera. Follow. Sit. Yes. Sit. See, that's what I'm saying. We ain't got that tightness. Down. Rise. Sit. I'm just trying. Sit. I'm just trying to find out if that tail is getting any irritation when she sits on the ground, and it doesn't look like it right now. But every time she stands up, it makes me wonder, is she standing up because she's losing her training, or is she standing up because her tail is hurting? And right now, I can tell she's been losing her training, not her tail. And that's what I mean. The past couple days, I've been very, very loose, letting her get away with everything. And I don't want to end up with that in 2 weeks. So I can't just leave her in a crate. I can't just... I have to just go gentle on her training. I can't really stress her. But today, she showed me that this tail is not bothering her as much as I thought it would. I thought that the 2 weeks, really, I feel like the main reason for the 2 weeks for me is going to be to keep her from eating at those stitches. But she's doing everything. And to keep her from getting into any infected areas. You know what I mean? Like, some areas are just not clean. And one thing that I found out that she's told me, she understands the difference between clean areas and dirty areas. And she tries to avoid dirty areas even when she tries to high step over areas that she knows she's used the restroom in. She does not like unclean areas, and that is being helpful because she's letting me know where unclean areas are by avoiding it with her nose between. Basically what I'm saying is, I don't know how, but she is letting me know I don't want to use the bathroom here. I don't want to. And then she'll just hold it until we get home because she's like, it's unclean. And then when we get to the bathroom here, because she only has one area where she can use the restroom in my yard, and she still tries to avoid it. And that's great, I guess. You know, coming from avoid the dirty spots. She's going to save me money. I'm not going back. On the right. I'm not going to be going back for any stitches. Hopefully. Blessedly. Heat. Figure 8. Yes. And I love that tail is not whacking my legs when she does that now. It feels like we're moving stealth. That's what I'm saying. I do not like an announcement system when I walk in, even though she kind of does announce that I'm in the room just by her being a dog. Like, if she barked all the time or even randomly, that would bother me. Like, that would catch me off guard. It would startle me. Like, what are you barking at? She needs to bark when it's something that I need to be alerted to. That's it. Between. There's no other need for barking. We don't walk around just making noise. We walk around in silence. I guess what I'm saying is that's the best way to find deer, is in silence. And I'm not looking for them to harm them. I just love seeing them. Heat. I said the wrong one. On the right. But that means she's sharp. On the right. Ah, see. I said that means she's sharper than me. Heat. But I can do this with it. Between. Stay. We getting through this food fast. I came out here with the intention on working on this, but what I'm learning is this is not as important as this to me. On the right. But what I planned on doing was recognition, identification. She wants that food. Okay, heat. I want the recognition and identification. I was going to use carrot and her bone, which I might do a little bit of it. I can't be on here too long. I got a couple things I do have to do today. But I just want to spend some time with her and not make an excuse. But now, when I cut the grass today, one other training that I did yesterday, which I had been doing that off camera. I'm not gonna lie, like off camera, I cut my own grass and I make her sit out here and watch me cut the grass. So it's not like yesterday was the first time she ever experienced a lawnmower. She hears mine every week and I make her sit under a tree here lately. Once I felt comfortable with her being outside like this, naked with no collar on, that's when I started letting her camp under a tree. But I will not let her camp under a tree with no collar on. Once I get out here and start cutting the grass, she will have an electronic collar on. But I probably won't leave her out today. I forgot about that. Because I can't have her eating at her stitches. So that is going to be a no-go. And I'm glad I thought about that because I was so ready to just put her under the tree and be like, yeah, and do a little time lapse of her. But nope, not today. I'm going to put her away, put her in a crate. And I cut the grass. I got to be someone. Yeah, I don't know. I have time. Between. Find it. Hey, find it. This lets me know when she's full when I do things like this. Find it. If she chooses not to listen at this point, it means she don't want no more food. And I got this beef stick in my pocket. That's what makes her get to her food. Find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. I'm not going to stop until I hear crunching. Find it. Once I hear crunching, she knows it's inside this cone area because it's the only place we do that. And she found it. Hey, good girl. Good girl. And then when we're returning back to her right place, give it more. So the thing that I was planning on doing was taking this right here, throw out, throw that out, and then take her bone and throw it out. And then I know she knows her bone better than she knows carrot. So I want her to go and get her bone. So here we go. Logo, bring your bone. Your bone. Your bone. Get your bone. Your bone. Logo, your bone. Bring it. Your bone. Logo. Here. Sit. Get your bone. Logo, your bone. Your bone. Sit. Out. Sit. Heel. All right, we're gonna recenter, y'all. Sit. She ain't paying attention. See, that's not even paying. Heel. Sit. Down. Rise. Sit. Rise. Heel. Sit. Down. Rise. Sit. Rise. Heel. Sit. Rise. Go get your bone. Logo, your bone. She knows her bone, y'all. Logo, get your bone. Get your bone. Heel. Now that tail should be tucked between her legs, so I just identified that. Go get your bone. Logo, your bone. Logo, your bone. Bring it. Yes. He. Sit. He. Sit. Sit. Out. You worked hard, but you only got paid a little. Good girl. Go get carrot. Bring it. He. Carrot. Yes. Sit. He. Sit. Pay attention. Good girl. Carrot. Out. Yes. Good girl. Now, she did better on that one, so I'm going to give her more for that one. All right. So the reason why I didn't let that go, this is the standard, y'all. We never go below the standard. This is the standard. This is fun time. This is we're done time all the time. This is the standard. When I say go get this, it cannot be a question. We moving. She didn't do that. If I would have let her come back with this, that would have been saying, you can pick and choose when you want to do something. I'm saying, once you set a standard, you never go below your standard. I don't care if that's in the stock market. I don't care what that's at. You never go below your standard. We set a standard. Everything you do, you see this bone. When I say bring this bone, you bring this bone. Yes, bone. Yes, carrot. Yes, carrot. Yes, bone. Yes, bone. Yes, carrot. Yes, carrot. Yes, stay. Logo. Bring your bone. Yes. Hey. Good girl. Sit. Hey. Yep. Hey. Sit. Out. Good girl. Good girl. You did good. Brought bone. Yes. You brought bone. Yes. Logo. Between. Sit. Stay. Yes. Logo. Hey. Get carrot. Ah. Carrot. Ah. Carrot. Logo. Carrot. Bring carrot. Ah. Bring it. Yes. Bring carrot. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. You did good. That was good. That was good. Logo. Get your bone. Yes. Bring it. Good girl. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Sit. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. She's doing good now. So we're still working on name recognition. We're going to do this a little bit longer too. Logo. Get your bone. Ah! Your bone. Yes. Good girl. See? Now she's starting to get it. She's starting to understand. And this is how it's starting to click. And that means it's starting to stick. Sit. And she's getting back snap. So she's understanding. The quick way to get back to snap is making her understand the food moves as slow as I want it to. What I'm trying to tell people is it's all about teaching your dog patience. That is the number one thing. But in order to teach your dog patience, you have to have patience. Hey, you can't want it now. You got to understand it's coming with time. I don't know where me and Logo are going to be 10 years from now. She might be doing amazing things. I'm saying this is as far as me and her have been able to get. What I'm saying is we're working on 10,000 hours of mastery. Ain't that right? Get carrot. Bring carrot. Bring it. Carrot. Yes. Hey. Yes. Good girl. Good bring. Bring your carrot. Sit. Good carrot. Carrot. Sit. See, she's just jumping up on her own. Hey. Sit. Sit. Okay, slow down. You didn't do all that good right there. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Every day we pushing each other to be better communicators with each other. I gotta lose the frustration and understand how to get the best work ethic out of her. And that's what this camera is helping me with. I'm saying I am the person who loses my cool with my dog. That's how she understands my energy. But whenever I turn this camera on, I know I get the best out of her. Oh yeah, because we both are in a good energy. Logo. Oh here. Ah, you almost went, huh? Alright. Logo. Get your bone. Ah! Your bone. Ah! Your bone. Bring your bone. Yes! Good girl. See how she's getting excited now? And just to think, right there, it's me sitting here, that turn that she did, that would have been her whacking her tail on that metal thing. Alright. Now, something else I've been teaching her how to do, and I'm going to leave this bucket here. A lot of times, if you didn't notice, I use red because red are good identifiers. I don't know if she can see color or not. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that that's the case. What I'm saying is I can easily identify red, so it works for me. So, and I'm Taurus. Logo. Get some water. So this is the kind of get to the point. You can lead a dog to water, but you can't make them drink. I'm saying, this will make you think, Yeah, you can make them drink. It's called make them thirsty. I just learned a new verse yesterday. It was called quench your thirst, y'all. I didn't understand what quenching a thirst meant either. But to quench something means to stop. I didn't know that. I thought quench was like, oh, I'm gonna drink something to quench my thirst. But yeah, it's stopping your thirst. I understood what it meant, but I'm saying I never thought of it in that way. To quench something. Yup. This is what it feels like with training. You're quenching their desire to be away from you because now they understand how much it means to be close to you. And now she sees like, oh, we like best friends. Now I'm saying we're starting to feel like it because I'm finally starting to trust her as well. That's what this is about. Just as much as they have to learn to trust you coming out of a shelter, you have to learn how to trust them as well. When I first got her, oh my goodness, she was a little criminal. Oh, you ain't getting this yet, you know it. You still got food. Oh, she used to take stuff and hide it in her crate. And I understand why, because she was trying to store something away for later. Like I might not get a chance to chew on this later. and she would go hide it in her crate. It would be all kinds of stuff just coming up missing. And it's like, where did this go? And then whenever I cleaned out her crate, because back then I used to throw all kinds of comfortable pillows in, like, oh, she's gonna want these comfortable pillows. And then she'd tear them to shreds, and I'm like, obviously she don't want them. And now she's proving to me more and more she don't care about the comfortable pillow. I just wanted to spend a whole lot of money on her between. And she's still working out. She's still working. We're not stressing her like I do on a regular basis. And I'm finding out I like this too. I like a laid back dog. I like a laid back dog that listens when it's supposed to. Bring Carrot. Go get Carrot. Bring Carrot. And see, she smelled this bully stick. She know I got it in my hand and she's still working. That's what I'm saying. She noticed hers at the end of the day. Sit. Hey, we gonna hurry this up though, because I ain't trying to make this a long video today. I do have things I gotta do. So we just gonna walk her a little bit. Between. Yep, I had knee surgery today. That's another reason why I did this. I might not be out here doing this tomorrow either. I'm gonna be out here doing something, but I'm saying I might not be able to do this walking. So if I'm down for 2 weeks, it was best that she be down for 2 weeks with me. At least we down together. We down. And that's what I mean. This is all you do. I just spend time with her for as long as I need to, every single day, to check out what her status is before we get out into the world. If she's not paying attention, or if she's frustrating me, if she's not feeling healthy, if the medication that she's on is making her not pay attention. Like, I took her in the barbershop. I have only people normally on Saturdays come to the barbershop that I know, I trust. And so I took her with me because I felt like the people who were there were like, they're all family to me. But I had one person come in who wasn't aware of, they haven't been around me enough to understand the type of person that I am. Everybody who came to me on Saturday, they've been around for like 8 years plus. This dude's been around 2 months, 3 months tops. So he didn't know how I operate. He still has a lot of questions about how things are in my life. He don't understand. I get it. Everybody's like that. But, it's just easier when people learn to understand that everybody's not going to be like you. I understand that because I feel like everybody I come in contact with, we be having what we have in common, and then I can't find anything past that. I don't know. I'm saying I'm looking for people to get started into this content making. If you have a hobby that you're interested in, the video that I made yesterday with my son, that was me trying to show people who have excuses about why they can't get things going in life. And I guess that's what it is. When I say I'm looking for people who are motivated to get going, let's make some content together. Let's do some dog training together. What I'm saying is, I don't care what it is. Motivated people, where y'all at? If you say you love something, show the love that you say you have for it. I don't care what it is. If it's content making, if it's dogs, if it's roller skating, which I'll be back, if it's yard work, I'm saying I'm on my way. I'm saying it's just not today. That's exactly my point. I can't do those things right now, but that don't mean I don't love them. I love doing yard work, which I'm gonna try and do it today before I get off of here. I love doing barbering. What I'm saying is, I put everything into everything. That make time for the things that you have time for, and everything that you don't have time for, get it out your way. Hey, with that being said, we done today. On the right, I didn't mean that, but she did good. Hey, and that tail would be wagging right now. Come and get this bone. Yes, that tail would be wagging right now. She deserved it. She earned it. That has become her favorite treat. It is exactly what I'm saying. If we were out and I was a hunter, just like I showed that deer yesterday, that's what we would do. I showed her, me and her set up. She didn't know a deer was there, but she smelled a deer today when we went to check it. So she knows, oh, he's hunting. So I put a scent of an animal around that she knows we're looking for, and then I throw her a piece of meat at the end of the day after we get done working. It made it seem like I just like I'm magically out here talking to no one and she can't understand it. It's like I just magically pulled meat out the air. She's like, I smelled a deer. This dude didn't even use a boomstick, and he gave me a piece of meat. Oh yeah, bring it. Hey y'all, much respect, much love, and we out.